Hey, Jeremiah. Thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Dina King, go ahead.
Hey, Jeremiah, congrats on the win. How big was those turnovers? The return for Trey getting your defense pumped up.
I mean, I think those were huge, and they both started with the defensive line. I mean, getting pressure on the QB, making it difficult, making him making a fast decision. And I mean, that was pretty much the case all night. The defense was causing pressure on the QB, making it easier for us on the back end.
Gregory Hall.
Jeremiah, Max said this might have been the best defensive performance for you guys. How are you able to get so much pressure on Holmberg and just as a whole, 5 sacks, 9 tackles for a loss? Just what was working for you guys and how were you able to do that?
I think it's just studying the O-line throughout the week. For the past 2 weeks, actually, this was the first week. The back 7 actually met all together on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and just looking at O-line's fronts and seeing their tendencies and what we can do to try to get them out of their checks. Either maybe if we have something coming from the boundary, maybe I walk up to the field and get them into the check, and that disrupts their protection. So I think the biggest thing was practice earlier this week and then communicating with the D-line and getting in checks that we could get them out of.
Was the defensive line doing anything differently today that you saw maybe that they weren't the first few weeks of the season?
No, I think the defensive line plays hard every single week. I think we put in a few twists in games in there, and I think that got them off guard. So I think they did a good job of that.
Andrew Jones.
Hey, Jeremiah, Duke came in converting 57% on third down through its first 4 games. You guys held them 2 for 15. What was the key in making that happen?
Like I said before, I mean, just getting with a group of guys. I think there's leadership on the defense and not having the coaches talk about it on third down. What we started doing is when we get in third down, holding up the threes on the defensive side of the ball to make sure like somebody's going to make a play, somebody's got to get off the field. And I think that really transitions to the game. That's something we harped on and practiced throughout the week. And I think that you saw it out there today on Saturday.
Oh, thank you.
Greg Barnes.
Jeremiah, did the defense need this type of complete performance to kind of settle down after the first couple games to really kind of settle in for the rest of the season?
I would say so, yes, because I think our communication, this was definitely one of the best communication games I've been a part of since I've been in Carolina. I mean, when the rushes and the guys in the boundary are calling out some stuff that you can't see in the field, I mean, I think that's really, really good communication. And oftentimes the D-line aren't the guys who really be too vocal, or the rushes aren't really the type of guys on defense to be too vocal. And they were out there calling out their pass protections out when they saw high set or when they saw low set. So I think just being able to read their offensive line, read their formations, I think that's just something they've gotten better at each week. And I think that's something we can carry on for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Michael Coe.
Hey, Jeremiah. So I noticed on a couple plays, you were just flying into the backfield. You ran down Mateo Durant from behind. How confident does that make you feel play in, play out, knowing that you can chase down a lot of Duke's faster guys in the open field?
I mean, I feel like I've gotten plenty of reps of it. I think I'm really confident. I mean, coming in, having Michael Carter and Javonte Williams around for all those years that they were, seeing them in practice every day, you're not going to see many guys on Saturday better than Michael Carter or Javonte Williams on the outside. So I think just practicing against them every single day and taking it seriously, I think that just helps me on Saturdays and it makes it easy for me.
Okay, last one for Jeremiah will come from CL Brown.
Hey, Jeremiah, you mentioned it was the first time the back 7 met. Can you kind of walk us through that? Is that something, do you normally not meet as many days a week, or was this something that, some of the players kind of organized and felt like you guys needed to do that?
Well, the front 7 meets, we just don't usually we don't have all our times to meet together. Like sometimes a group of guys will get together before one of their classes in, and some people might be in class during that time. So they're in class and then they'll come through and get a meeting in after. But we decided this week not to meet until all the classes were over with, so we could get everybody in there together at the same time. And I think that definitely helped everybody see things differently. Because before usually half the guys would be in class, half the guys would be other, and some other guys would come in later. And I think meeting all together at the same time definitely benefited us.
Is it safe to say, based on the results today, y'all are going to continue to do it that way moving forward?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Most of the guys are ready to get home on Monday, especially on Monday when it's our day off. But I think we're going to continue to wait till class is over to meet. because that definitely benefited us this week.
Thanks, Jeremiah. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.